Your Excellency, Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda ji, distinguished members of the Nepalese delegation, friends from the media, in the history of our friendship, today is a significant day. On his first visit abroad, after assuming the office, it is a great pleasure for me to welcome Excellency Prachanda and members of his delegation in India. Friends, both our societies share deep-rooted historical ties and civilizational linkages. Shared rivers, the open border, timeless people-to-people ties bind our two nations closely. Along with the relationship between our governments, the links between our societies provide depth and character to our partnership. We share our burden during difficult times, just as we celebrate each other's achievements. Indeed, our friendship is time-tested and unique. As immediate neighbors and close friendly nations, peace, stability, and economic prosperity of Nepal is our shared objective. Shanti, Sthirta, or Samruddhi. At every step of Nepal's development journey and economic progress, we have been privileged to be your partner. We also commend the role that you have personally played in strengthening the democratic institutions in Nepal. You have been a catalytic force of peace in Nepal. I am confident that under your wise leadership, Nepal will successfully implement the Constitution through inclusive dialogue, accommodating the aspirations of all sections of diverse society. I wish you every success in this endeavor. Friends, in our extensive and productive discussions today, Prime Minister Prachand and I covered the full spectrum of bilateral cooperation. I conveyed to PM Prachand that India stands ready and prepared to strengthen its development partnership with Nepal. And we will do so as per the priorities of the people and government of Nepal. In this context, we have today signed the agreement of line of credit of US $150 million for post-earthquake reconstruction of Nepal. I am confident that it will bring relief to millions of people affected by last year's devastating earthquake in Nepal. India has also agreed to extend additional line of credit for new projects such as Phase 2 of Tarai roads, power transmission lines, substation and polytechnic in Kaski. Friends, Prime Minister Prachand and I recognize that securing our societies is essential for achieving our shared objective of development and strong economic growth. We also agree that our security interests are closely aligned and interlinked. Open borders between our two countries provide great opportunities for cooperation and interaction among our people. But we must also continue to guard against elements that seek to misuse the border. Continue close cooperation between our defense and security agencies is therefore important for our growing trade, economic, culture and development partnership and for the well-being of our two peoples. Friends, trade, connectivity in all its dimensions, development projects and mutual investments are key pillars of our partnership with Nepal. India's initiatives are open sky, cross-border, power trade, transit routes, cross-border connectivity would directly benefit Nepal and help strengthen our economic partnership. Nepal and India are also closely working on a range of areas of economic engagement, including energy and water resources sectors. Prime Minister Prachand and I agreed to push for speedy and successful implementation of the ongoing hydropower projects and development and operationalization of transmission lines. This would be a source of much needed energy and revenue generation for Nepal. We have also agreed on the need to add depth and vitality to links between our societies. We have agreed to showcase our shared Buddhist heritage and focus on the development of Ayurveda and other traditional systems of medicines. Prime Minister and I have also agreed to focus on close monitoring and time-bound completion of all development projects. Prime Minister and I are confident that our decisions today would provide strength to our economic engagement and take it to new heights. Excellency, your visit has been most timely. I am confident that our discussion today would further cement our centuries-old relations and write a new and glorious chapter of our partnership. Once again, Excellency, a very warm welcome to you. I hope you will have a pleasant and fruitful stay in India. Thank you.
Thank